Hi, my name is Dr. Erin with Rejuvenate Life Chiropractic, and I'm continuing on Chiropractic Awareness Month. I have a week of dressing up as characters from The Wizard of Oz. So today I am the Scarecrow, and thank you to my sister Ashley Groshek for making the extra flair to my costumes. She did a fantastic job. Today as the Scarecrow, body didn't have a brain, so from a scientific standpoint, I want to go back. If you don't have a brain or you don't have any nervous system signaling, if you are a vertebrate, meaning you have vertebrae, you are not going to have any neurologic connection. So he would not have been up and moving around, period. So our brain is what sends those signals down to the other parts of our body and tells it what to do. And then there are other nerves that come from those body parts and communicate back up to the brain. So it's kind of a safety pin cycle as we talk in chiropractic. So we have sensory nerves that pick up information, and then we have motor nerves that give information, as well as autonomic nerves that would tell your heart to beat. So if you have a nerve going to the heart and we cut it, then that heart would stop working. Just done. No input. You would not have any beating left. There'd be some residual Purkinje fibers that might fire for a little bit of time, I believe, and don't quote me on this, but I believe the heart will be around for about an hour for transplant, and then you only have so much time with a transplant, that you still have to keep it up and signaling, right, and keep it alive basically before you could put it in another body. So if we have in chiropractic then, let's say, a nervous system disturbance, so those nerves aren't working as good. It only takes about the pressure of a dime. Just think of how light a dime is on a nerve to decrease function by 60%. Now, we used to say bone out of place, putting pressure on a nerve is how chiropractic works. Not exactly the case. You can have a bony pressure, or you can have disc pressure, but most of the time it's an inflammatory pressure. And the mechanism at which chiropractic works is actually with stretch receptors in the tendons and ligaments that are signaling back up to the brain to change some things around. So the adjustment, whether it's manual or with an instrument, like a little clicky instrument, right, it's actually going to stretch those receptors. But if we're having a disturbance to that nervous system, as there's an inflammatory pressure, only the weight of a dime decreases function by 60%. So if you have normal function at 100% and you've only got 40% function, that organ is not going to work the way it should. So that's why chiropractors talk a lot about when we work on the nervous system, we help with the spine, we get things working the way they should, that inflammatory pressure goes away, the body can work better. So Scarecrow did in fact have a brain, though the metaphor in the movie is more that he was smarter than he thought. So we all are very intelligent people, and we all have a different way of using our gifts. Just because one person has a brain for math doesn't mean that they're any less than a person who has a brain for a different type of math, like music. Okay, so I just want people to remember your gifts and talents are all spectacular, and we don't have to have this comparing ourselves to this intellectual geniuses per se. I for sure was not a genius by any stretch. I worked really hard and I would study things, and I found a way for me that would work for this brain. And so that's part of the process in learning, is finding tools that help us. So I don't remember dates. So I was the kid who had to sing the song in 1492, Columbus sailed the ocean blue. I needed to pair things when it came to dates with a different way to remember it, because it literally goes whoosh, like the War of 1812. Got that one, 1812, okay? But you ask me, World Wars or something, 1945, maybe. The dates don't stick. So anyway, we all have brains. We want our brain to communicate to our body, and our body to communicate back up to that brain as efficiently and as effectively as possible. And that is what I am educating on for Chiropractic Awareness Month, with being a Scarecrow from The Wizard of Oz today. So I'm Dr. Erin with Rejuvenate Life Chiropractic, rejuvenate-life.com. It's important what you do with your dash. Have a great day.